EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started, and we are underway from Miami. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game.
And now to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about a quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. "7-7", our score after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Nifty move. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Right back to Juszczyk again. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And some room to work. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good time.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 41 yards. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Purdy to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. can't connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One final try for Tagovailoa. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.